Welcome back to the existential crisis at the Overlook Hotel, where I've been stewing in my ownness, trying to figure out who I am after these 13 months of unemployment. And the time has been filled with constant revelations about who I am and what's important and how to navigate the path ahead. I'd always considered myself a work to live kind of guy and not a live to work kind of guy, but realized very quickly how important things like having a great logo on my business card or a team reporting to me or a big salary were to my sense of self, to who I saw myself to be. And what initially had been a sense of relief at not having to do a job that I really wasn't very excited about quickly turned into this very omnipresent dread of not knowing exactly what I was going to do or be able to do going forward. So I did what everybody does in that situation. I got up early and I doom scrolled LinkedIn every morning. And I looked at job posting after job posting after job posting. And after a bunch of applications went unresponded to, I began reaching out to my community. But more importantly, at least in my case, I began posting to LinkedIn, which initially got a great response. My community came out in full force in want of helping me, offering me potential opportunities, offering to introduce me to people, asking me for lunches, just offering support. But that quickly dried up. Those opportunities ended up going nowhere. Had some great conversation, made some great reconnections with people I had missed for a long time, but none of that turned into a job. I was close on a few things that I was excited about, but ended up being a bridesmaid for. I wasn't the right fit for other things. Other times jobs were closed or they'd already identified a primary candidate. For whatever reason, it didn't work out. And suddenly I was there staring into the abyss of LinkedIn again, not knowing what I was going to be able to do. And this was the first time in my career that anything like this had ever happened. Every other time in my career, even when I wasn't looking for a job, the opportunities seemed to be around, and sometimes 2 or 3 opportunities at a time. Recruiters reaching out, friends telling me that I should talk to so-and-so about such and such. And it just felt like I was in control of my career and what I was going to do and what I wanted to do next. And that has changed dramatically. And not only because of the market, but also because of my age and my aging skill set. I'm a highly paid white dude that is broadly a generalist and a manager of people in a market that really wants hyper-defined specialists that don't cost a lot of money. So challenge times indeed. And then of course having to dig back into LinkedIn because that is our key resource today, right? Not only is that where the jobs are, but that's where our job networks are. So redefined what I thought would be available to me and tried to kind of customize my profile and my resume into what I thought would be appealing in today's market, began to seek out those job postings on LinkedIn. And a familiar line on every one of those postings seemed to reappear and reappear and reappear. And that line was, over 100 applicants, over 100 applicants, over 100 applicants, over 100 applicants. What went from Jack's eternal optimism very quickly shifted to Jack's mounting dread.